Hello, anybody and everybody joining. I've got clone armor, and I am now beginning the process of completing it. So I'm going to do some cutting here, some trimming of the pieces. This is a set from 850 Armor Works. Some friends of mine based out of Pensacola. And I just stopped by and picked this up. So what I'm doing here is just, hello there, spring planter. What's going on, our sprig planter? What is up? So what I'm doing is just kind of tracing along where I'm doing with a pencil. It just makes it easier to hit this because this is all kind of one white thing. So this is a knee, one of the knees. And I'm using a Dremel to cut this out. You can use a Dremel, you could use a blade if you wanted to. You know, something like that if you wanted to, but I'm just going to be doing a Dremel. I just find it easier. So, yep, make it a little loud. ASMR people might like this, I don't know. That's what you do. So I'll cut it down and then I'll go back after and sand it. Thank you for that, Sprig. Yeah, there's a whole lot of work goes into these things. This is actually what I'm doing here is a commission clone for a gentleman in Portland. Yes, thank you. And then I've also got my set for my Cody, and I'll be starting my Cody build after I finish this one. So. That is how it is done. Yeah, each one of these, I think about the fastest I've built one of these is about 2 weeks, but I don't recommend that. I like to take myself between probably about 4 and 6 weeks to put one of these together. Yes, I picked it up, man. You knew I was going to go pick it up. You know how it is. So yeah, picked both sets up. Still need the belts to go, but yeah, take about 2 weeks is the fastest I've done. Usually it's going to be about 4 to 6 weeks to get one of these things put together. So that's how it is. That's one piece. Yeah, so to trim it, this whole process, if I sat down and did it all, it'd probably be like, 2 hours or so, but I'll do this in kind of phases and pieces. You'll trim it, and I'll kind of go back and do a closer trim and then sand all the pieces down, but I don't know, trimming everything probably takes about 8 hours. That's just how it is. Yeah, it's really, really cool. I don't do the pulling of the armor. This was a sheet of basically plastic they put over a kind of a frame, a puck that's the shape of this, and then they heat the plastic up, pull it down, and vacuum it onto it, so it's vacuum formed into the shape of that, and cool it down real quick, and it stays in that shape. So yeah, these are elbows right there, knees, hand plates there, and you got your shoulder bells down here. Down here, shoulder bells. Now I'm going to hang on to all of these pieces of scrap ABS. So when I put my armor together, I'll actually take this, put it in a glass jar, or snip it into smaller pieces, put it in a glass jar, and put acetone in that jar. It will create a ABS slurry. It's kind of a plastic ABS paste that I'll use for glue to put everything together. And it's much stronger than super glue or anything like that. It takes a little bit longer to cure, but it kind of scientifically fuses the two parts together. So for all my seamless pieces, I'll be using these and creating some ABS slurry. So yes, that's how it is. That's how it is. So typically I'll just do the rough cut like this, and you can see I'll have to go back and do some extra trimming out, but I just want to get the main pieces of it off right now. And I'll go back and, actually no, I'll go ahead and I'll do one whole piece all by itself, just so you can kind of see that. Grab some sandpaper, people. I will be right back. Just gotta run over there. This is simple. So I got some old 180 grit that I got lying around, and I just like to go back over where I cut and just sand that all to get rid of all of those loose pieces from the Dremel. So if y'all have any questions about making armor, let me know. Anybody that's cut armor knows the smell that I'm experiencing right now, which is like a lovely burnt plastic. You would love making props, man, if you like the sound of sanding. It's a long process. Yeah, a lot of people say they hate sanding, and yeah, it's probably my least favorite part of this process, but I don't hate it. I find it almost therapeutic when I get into doing it. It's probably the worst part about making props, though, for sure. Alright, and that one is mostly done. I'll go back and trim up all this a little bit better, but yeah, this knee is mostly done. And then from that to that. That's how you do it. It's very simple. It really is not a difficult process. It just is a little bit time consuming. It takes some time. It takes some time to get it done. So again, to start from the beginning, I like to trace along here with the pencil. Just to kind of give it a line that you can see, because it's hard to see everything with that white. And then that'll just give me something to cut on, to go for. And it's always better to cut less than more, because you can always go back and cut more later, but you can't uncut what you've cut. Sure that makes sense. All right. Piece 2. Time to start cutting. Did I miss any questions? Hold on. Yeah, this one is an actual commission armor set. So I've gotten two sets of armor that I've got. One is a commission for a gentleman in Portland that I'm doing, and then the other one's for my Cody. So yes, I do full armor sets. I don't do them often. It's building armor for somebody else is a lot more difficult. Honestly, one of the reasons I chose this is because it's a very similar body style to mine, so I can kind of build it to fit me just a little bit tighter, and it'll work for him. Building a helmet's a lot easier. It's almost a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. You just got to really make sure that their head can get into it. So yeah, I don't do it a lot, but yeah, I will do full commission builds, and this is a full commission build. I'm doing a 501st and a 332nd for this gentleman. So yes, to answer your question. Yeah, I'll do a helmet for you, man. Anytime I will do a helmet. And I'm actually going to have partnering with Aaron over at Galactic Armory. I'll just kind of pre-mention this because there's not many people on here, so you'll get a secret pre-mention. But I'm working on or I will be doing for my 10,000 subscriber giveaway, a Phase 2 Galactic Armory Clone Trooper helmet that I will paint to whatever specification the winner wants. So I'm basically going to make a Clone Trooper helmet to whatever battalion thing, or something custom. I'll do whatever you want on a Clone Trooper helmet when I hit 10,000. So stay tuned, man. You might win that. Who knows? Just like that. Prop making is a very solitary existence. Any other questions? Yeah, I'm getting close. It'll probably be another 2 months or so, but yeah, I'll be up at 10K before you know it. Before you know it. There you go. The most difficult armor piece, probably the hardest thing to work on, would be the shin spoons for the clone troopers. Also, just making the seamless armor is just a whole, very labor intensive to get that seam to go away. But the shin spoon, let's see if I can. It's in there, but you've got to create that, basically a two-piece that makes it seem like it's one solid piece for your shin. And that, yeah, is probably the most difficult part in clone armor to do. The Beskar paint for the Mandalorian was also really, really difficult to do. Just to get that, I mean, you've got to make sure everything is perfectly sanded, perfectly clean, before you paint on that. So yeah, it's pretty difficult. Pretty difficult. All right, so I think I'm gonna call it on that, guys. I hope you all got kind of an idea of what we're doing here with making, how we cut them out from the big pieces. I'll be really busy doing this over the next probably 4 to 6 weeks as I work on this guy's armor. You know, I do my best to kind of document it for you guys so you guys can kind of see what is happening. But yeah, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you next time.